What have the first couple months here been like for you guys? You got to lay it all in, the personnel you have to deal with, what you're trying to implement as you work with Mike?
Yeah, it's been really good. I know the first month, we were trying to recruit the portal and all that, get a roster set. It's been really neat to start meeting with our players, walking through, working with our players. That's really what we've been doing probably the last month and a half. And so, really excited to get out there, spring ball, and put the ball down with our players.
Why is Thomas Castellano so important to the organization?
Yeah, Tommy's a guy that know a lot about. Obviously, coached him before. He's off to a good start with his teammates, and looking forward to watching him.
When you take over at a new destination and you go through that first set of practices versus evaluation, looking at old film, what is critical about that first week or two to see it with your eyes and take it what guys can do?
Yeah, I told the guys, everybody's starting, at ground zero. Everybody's got equal opportunity to show what they can do. So just real excited to get out there and work with them, evaluate the guys, and watch them compete.
Is there a degree? We got a lot of new faces on the offensive personnel, player-wise.
Yeah.
Is there a degree that almost makes your job easier because you're in a new system because you're not having to help them forget the system that was running here previously?
Yeah. Well, I think first of all, there's a lot of similarities between Coach Norvell and our system. We're from the same family, so there's a lot of carryover. There'll be some different things, but there's some carryover for the older guys. A lot of the terminology is the same, which is very important. But, like I said, everybody, whether the guy that's been here or the new guys coming in, we've had time to meet with the guys, the last probably 6 weeks, walk through with the guys. And so I think we're, in a good spot foundation-wise. Just now get to go against the defense and get to coach them, on the grass and find out a lot about them. So looking forward to that.
Why is your offense traditionally so good at running?
That's one of our philosophies. To play fast, run the ball downhill, and throw it vertically down the field. And when we're at our best, those three things, happen.
When you look at the group of running backs you have here and other guys who can handle the ball in that sense, what do you take away from that group?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the guys. I really am. Of course, Roydell's a guy I recruited at the old job I was at before, know a lot about him. The other guys have really impressed me since I've been here, and just really excited to watch those guys give them the ball and watch them do their thing.
In this era of practice, there's a lot, less to the ground work. How can you determine the toughness necessary for somebody to fit in your offense to be tough enough to run the football?
No, we'll have scrimmages. We'll put the ball down in the scrimmage, and you find out, usually more in scrimmages than any other time. So there's enough of those to happen. The way Coach Norvell's got the spring set up, it's set up for to be able to evaluate, all aspects that we need to offensively.
Coach, when you go in this day and age, it's more common with transfer portal stuff, but a lot of new guys on campus on the offensive line. How do you speed up that process of chemistry to get them ready to go?
Yeah, I think, of course, we're in the evaluation mode, and then once you settle in with your guys, that's when you really start developing chemistry. And it takes a little time through the different, whether it's scrimmages, practice time, meetings, walkthroughs, all that.
What has it been like for you getting used to Coach Tokar, Coach Yak, Coach Thompson, guys that are already here? Join up with you?
Well, I knew quite a bit about most of them already, so it's been a real easy transition. And of course, Coach Hand, Coach Harris, and Coach Tucker, those guys, real easy transition, as far as, the staff's concerned.
You pointed to Deuce's camp when you guys talked about the portal. He was blown away with the first phone call that y'all had. For a receiver, what is it that you think is very appealing about working with you and working in your offense?
Well, he's playing a position that's had a lot of success, over the years, and it's really that go-to type position. So far, so good. I've been ultra impressed with him, the way he's handled himself, really in all aspects of the offseason. Really looking forward to watching him do his thing, once we get out there and practice.
Coach Norvell talked about what a resource it was to have you in the program. What's it been like collaborating with him again these last few months?
It's been real refreshing. It's been, 18 years, 19 years since we've been together, but it's been really, really comfortable. From my standpoint, it's been refreshing. Sometimes you go out through your career and you're able to go back and kind of look back. And last time we were together, we were pretty good together. And so, we kind of talked a little bit about that too. And but no, it's been real refreshing to be here with him.
Squirrel White talked about this being a appealing place to him because of versatility and the way he intended.
Yeah.
What is it about his skills that allows him to do it?
Yeah, he's a playmaker. He's got real speed. He's got experience, and I think that's important too, especially for a new coordinator coming in to have some guys with experience that's been successful. And he's one of those guys, and he's off to a great start too. He's a veteran guy. You can tell he's got leadership ability. He's got a great spirit about him, and like I said, he's a playmaker. We just need to find ways to get him involved.
Do you lean on a guy like Reese Pittman, Adrian Medley, who played for you previously, as you implement stuff in the sense of you get sort of the peer-to-peer communicators?
Well, I know a lot about them. There's no doubt. Both those guys are off to a good start. Also, both of them are leaders. I know they've been, talking with their position groups, about different things, what to expect, and all that. But both of them are real players.
Dual sport athletes this spring, how are they juggling it, and then how do you balance how to use them, how to manage their bodies?
Yeah, Coach Norvell's got a good plan for that. We'll see where that goes and how much with different things throughout the spring.
How fast, ideally, do you want this offense to run, or is that something that you look at when you see both sides of the football, how you can be complementary?
Yeah, in the spring we're going to develop our foundation, so we'll be fairly simple. You develop your foundation of who you are, and I'm looking forward to identifying our strengths also, and then evaluating our players. So spring will be really more foundation-oriented than scheme-oriented.
What do you think a player, any former players, would say about going to practice and playing underneath you? What's that like for them?
We're going to play fast. We're going to be demanding. Like I said, we're going to run it downhill. We're going to throw it deep. I've been pretty consistent, throughout the years.
And in terms of your coaching style, are you a loud guy out there in practice? Because you're pretty reserved, generally speaking.
Yeah, no, that's kind of my happy place. I love being on the field with the players and dreaming, having high expectations, and just working with them. That's the fun part, of coaching.
On that note, you talk about when you got hired that you really just wanted to coach. You wanted to get back to the fundamental idea of coaching. How much are you looking forward to this spring doing that, doing what a new coach got?
Yeah, it's been refreshing from my standpoint, because if you're a head coach, you have to worry about every little thing, and sometimes the joy of just coaching offense, which I'm an offensive guy. It's been real refreshing to go back and just focus on that one area. And you even go back to, like I said, when we were at Tulsa, and some of the things we did there, and it gives you a little more opportunity to explore some different wrinkles, maybe from the past or anything with that. So it's been really good, and it's been really good for me developing the relationships with the offensive players and not have distracted with other different things. So that's been really neat for me. I really enjoyed getting to know these offensive players, and we got some really fine young men to work with.
What has the development relationship brought? How has he been in the sense of being
Brock's a winner. And you can tell that whether it's tour duty, mat drills, or his attention to detail walkthroughs and meetings and all that. And he's a veteran type guy, so I'm excited to work with him.
Was there any consistent feedback that you got from last year's roster guys that are still on the roster now, like things they wanted to do, things that they thought that could be better when you came in?
No, like I said, last year's last year. Everything's starting, from ground zero, and that, so just giving everybody an equal opportunity to show what they can do, and that's the mindset.
Where do you think you see how familiarity with your offensive style kind of helps?
Yeah, well, I think the fact that Randy knows exactly what to expect, he's helped some of the newer players or transfers about what to expect in the offense. He's helping even coach them sometimes in certain things too. So he's got some leadership ability, and this is kind of his dream school to begin with. So it's neat that he's here, and I'm blessed to be able to coach him again. Okay, all right, guys, thank you.